Hello and welcome back to Court Farm. Here we are with episode 50. Very exciting, and we do have more episodes to go other than 50. This is not the final episode, I promise that, even though in the past I said 50 was kind of the goal, but the fact that the series is continuing on is great. I absolutely love this series. So as you can see in front of us, we have the man lorry all loaded up with bread, because bread is actually pretty good price right now, and you can see the beacon in the distance. But you're wondering, what did I do with all the flour? Well, had a bit of an accident, and yeah, well, it's all there at least, so we can shift it in as need be. But we'll take our 14,000 litres of bread, and we will head down to Folly Down stores, which, if I'm not mistaken, here I'll have to do a bit of manoeuvring here. If I'm not mistaken, it's on the far north side. We've been there many times. We've been there before, at least in the area we've been. So, oh, sorry mate, just let me through here. Perfect. So we will pass through the farm and all that on the way. So we'll do that. The only other thing we have to do in December, because the animals are all fine, so that's good, is sell linseed. The price for linseed is also very good. We are going to have so much bread. The next time that we sell, it will be a bit silly, to be honest. Hopefully we process all that flour and we don't have any remaining flour, but if we do, not a problem. We can always sell it on as flour as well, and that should be absolutely fine. So yes, we'll take our shortcut through our own farm here, and we'll see you at the sell point. Alright, Folly Down stores, here we are. So I think we'll just go round like this and manoeuvre through here, and the bread should start selling straight away once we get into the trigger. Fantastic. Get it all unstrapped, all sold, really nice profit. It's not the best possible price, but it is very close. And again, as I say, we will have so much the next time we sell, it'll be silly how much bread we actually have to sell. So we'll head back to the farm, because now we have to attach the grain body to the man lorry, and then we can load it up with linseed, get that sold as well. Alright, loading in 35,000 litres, although I know it won't take the full 35, I believe it's 20 or 25, so we'll have to come back for a bit more, but that's absolutely fine. Best price, it says, is at the garden centre. The price is now decreasing, but it is still higher than the maximum, which is brilliant. So let's tag that, ensure it's been tagged. It should be back up, right, the far side. So basically back up where we were. So 24,500 litres in the lorry, which means we do have to return for another 10,000 some, which is absolutely fine. Because the price we're going to get from selling all this linseed is fantastic. So we'll make our way to the sell point once again. See you there. Alright, we're at the garden centre now to sell our linseed. Let's go up to the grate here, get it all sold. Should be a really nice income from this as well. Oh, very nice, very nice. Very nice. Right, so another 33,000 plus another 5,000 for the environmental score reward. What I'll do now is head back to the farm, collect the rest, come back and get it sold. Alright, and another 43% of a grain carrier, grain cargo, I guess you could say, 10,656 litres, and we'll get that sold as well. Won't be as extravagant as the first load, but that is fine. Another 15,000 plus 2,000, absolutely brilliant. We nearly hit £900,000, and we will hit it very soon. I don't know if we'll hit it in this episode per se, but we'll definitely hit it, and then 1 million after that, soon enough. Right, we'll head back to the farm, and in fact, I think what we'll do is we'll move on to January, because we're all done with everything we need to do in December. The bread is sold. We just have to check on the flour to make sure it's still processing at the bakery. But other than that, we are all done and ready to move on. So we'll see you in January. Good morning and welcome to January. So we are down here at the mill, and I've just hello mate, just realized that yeah, everything here is all done. I've actually changed this to selling, so it's all sold now, so that's great. What's here can potentially be sold depending on how quickly this goes through, because this is a mess. I can't even maneuver around, so yeah, we are pretty well stuck here. We got some more bread though, that's nice. That'll add up very quickly, so we'll get out of there. Let's make our way to the sheep, because, right, the wool's going well. I've been stacking it there. I think they might be nearly out of food. Let me have a look. They are nearly out of food, but we do want to keep as much of the hay as possible for the cows versus the sheep. Now, I do want to see, because so as you can see, we're over £900,000 already. That was because of the milk sold and a few animals. Right, okay, that's what I was expecting. So they are over their limit currently by 18. So I think I might just go in here and sell these without bringing them to the, I know we have a livestock trailer, but I'm just going to get these ones sold so that they're not eating all of the food of the females. Because I don't think according to what it says on here, it says, lamb male, rams. So it doesn't say anything about producing wool. They might do, but I don't think they do. Whereas the sheep themselves, it says sheep produce wool, whereas rams, I don't think they do. Same sort of concept as the bulls and how they don't produce milk. I don't know if that's fully correct in real life, but let's have a look here as well. So we've got those males as well. Those are the 3 males that we might as well sell just to conserve the food for our milk producing cows. So we will sell those ones for £1,000. Alright, so now let's have a look from here. Female, all female animals, which is what we want. The slurry will be able to shift eventually over to the BGA and then get the very last of that slurry turned into digestate. And, actually, did we finish spreading digest? I think we did. I'm going to try and sell this and see if we do, if it is able to sell. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Right, anyways, there is really nothing else we can do. Slurry can be sold, though, for, it says, at the best price, to the BGA, of course. Hay, silage we need, milk will wait. No rush for that, we do sell it automatically now. And, yeah, we're waiting for July to sell the field beans, and we're waiting, more importantly, for March to drill in even more field beans. So, being January, it's tough. Like, what do we do? Is it going to snow? It says it will snow in February, but that is a potential. What I'm thinking is getting... Here, let's hop into the Massey, actually. We might stay in January and get, since the day is so gorgeous and there is no snow, we might put some lime onto the fields. Let's just have a look, though, and see how much we have in here, because I don't think they are at perfect pH, but we want them to be. So let's have a quick look. Let's try on this field here. Yeah, so we've got 2,500 litres. Now let's have a look and see, though. What does it say? It says pH value is good, but it could be perfect. So let's just see how quickly it goes. It shouldn't go very fast at all. It's going very quickly. Okay. So it turns out we might need... Oh, see, now it's slowed down. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I will finish this at the very least, get as much of the lime in as we can, and then send the Land Rover down to the shop to collect some more. Actually, I'll do that before we crack on so that we'll have it ready to go. So let me just get this attached to the trailer here, and I think we can fit, I don't know, we might just get 8 bags, and I think that should fill up the spreader. That should be fine. But yes, we'll just get this set up on the road. We'll get a helper, because the helpers actually can manage to get to the shop, which is quite brilliant. Ooh. Traffic coming in very quickly here. So we'll go to the helper menu, we'll create a job, we'll go to all the way up here to the shop, and there we go, start job. Wonderful. In the meantime, we'll crack on in a bit of a time lapse. Alright, well that is rather impressive. We managed to get this whole field done with the 20, I think it was 2200, so we used about 2000 litres. Now that is a really good sort of source of information. Oh, just arriving. Look at that timing. Brilliant. Now, I think I'm going to start it off. It's probably going to eat it all up before I can set it on a helper. Yes, it will. No matter. Right, okay, so that is just about done. And I was going to set it on the helper here, but we might as well finish it up ourselves. And it does go quite slow when you don't need much, eh? Brilliant. Okay, there we go. So, let's have a look at the... Okay, has the helper finished? Alright, I'm just going to stop you there. Brilliant, thank you. Might as well pull into the shop here. Get ourselves all set up to buy some lime. Nice. Okay, let's have a look first here and see. If that's 2,000, then that's 2,000. And then that, I'll say 2,000. Maybe, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, I would say that we need about... We'll do 16,000 litres because it doesn't hurt in having a bit of extra. Right, we'll get it loaded on and we'll head back to the farm. Alright, we've made it back to the farm, and I will admit I had to go very, very slow. This was very unstable. I don't know if it's a mix of the landy and the trailer or what it was, but yeah, very, very unstable. But we will get this all filled up, I'll get the landy out the way, and we can crack on with the time-lapse. Alright, well there we can let a helper finish up, as we did cover quite a bit of distance with the lime. Now actually something I didn't actually check was to make certain, okay good, pH value is absolutely perfect, except on this strip that's being missed. What happened there? That's fine, I guess. We can always tidy that up ourselves. But yeah, I figured the helper can get that going while we have another look at everything else before we end the month, of course. And in this case, possibly also the episode. Right, the sheep are running very low on grass or hay. My only concern, as I've said before, is that I do want the cows to have all of the food that they require, because they are the money makers. I mean, the wool will sell for quite a bit. Let's have a look. How much wool do we got? Total will be 73,000, but I mean, milk alone sells for so much. So we'll have to just wait and see. It's very possible that in February we'll have to feed the hello sheep. Hello there. Yeah, it's very possible we'll have to feed them in February or before the end of January, but I want to ensure that the hay that we have is enough for the cows as well, because as I've said, as soon as right, so I'm just thinking as soon as the food is done, we're going to sell the animals, which I know is a bit of a shame because I do like having them, but we're at the end, similar to what we did with Castelnau, where we had to end the episode or end the series, and it just doesn't make sense to either make more food or to buy some. Do you know what I mean? With this option now, we don't have to worry too much about spending time in each month, because once we actually get to drilling, it's really going to be a matter of, so finish up the drilling, we'll get some weeding done as well. After that, it's harvest, really. So, and the way that the months are lined up is that we are approaching it very soon. So February we'll make sure that the animals are fed at least. March is when we'll start doing our field bean drilling. So I don't know if we'll do March and April. I might lease out a secondary drill, because the drill that we have, although is fantastic, it is 6 meters, but I think if we had 2 of these, just to lease out the other one, because I don't think we have any leased items, no, and we don't have any loans, right? We shouldn't. No. So, yeah, we'll lease out another drill, probably the same, so that we can really smash it out, and then, who knows, we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the, at the next one, because once the pH is done, the next thing we do is drill. Next thing after that is weed. Oh, you know what? We'll also have to spread some fertilizer, but we do have our Amazon spreader for that still. So, yeah, and then we'll be able to get the bean straw sold. We'll get even more bean straw from this harvest coming up, and then we'll get the final bit of field beans sold in July. So even though we're going to harvest in... Let's have a look at the calendar. Even though... So we'll drill in March. Sorry, I'm just going an overview of everything before we end the episode, but field bean we will drill in March, probably harvest as early as September, and then once that's done, all the animals will have been sold, and during this time, this autumn, winter time, until July when it's good to sell field beans, we will get all the kit sold, all the kit we don't need sold, and so on and so forth. So it should be a really, really good harvest. And as I said, I'm not entirely certain if I'm going to take the cash from this series and put it into another UK-Irish map. There are a few that have come out recently in that sort of genre that are very interesting, but we'll have to just see what happens. So I think this is where we will leave it for now. We'll let the helper finish up this field. It should be no problem at all. Probably done in about 10 seconds, really. But yeah, we'll let that crack on and finish up, and then we'll move on. So the next time we see you in the next episode will probably be in February, although we might be straight on to March and get that field bean drilled in. So, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have done, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.